Keyframe. A keyframe tells something, such as a clip's volume level or opacity amount, to be at a specific value at a specific time. Listen to this clip of music. Without keyframes, the volume stays at the original level. As an editor, you can use keyframes to change the level over time. Hold Option on the keyboard and click the level to add a keyframe. Repeat to add a second keyframe. The last step, adjust the level by clicking and dragging the keyframe up or down. Final Cut Pro gradually changes the volume level between the two keyframes. Make the level change happen quicker by clicking and dragging the keyframes closer together, or slower by dragging them apart. Hold Option, click, click, and drag the keyframe up. With 4 keyframes added, the volume of the song lowers, stays low for a bit, then raises. If the music is too quiet during the interview, adjust the segment by clicking and dragging the bar up. The keyframes surrounding the selected segment are adjusted. Edit smarter by using the Range Selection tool to add all 4 keyframes at once. Press R, click and drag to make a selection, then change the level. Editing is a fluid process. The interview segment was extended. Click, hold Shift, click the second keyframe, then drag them to match the interview. If the interview segment moves, click the first keyframe, hold Shift, click the last keyframe, then move them. The Final Cut Pro Audio Inspector displays values for the volume changes we just made. To the right of the volume parameter, use the buttons to navigate between keyframes. Note the playhead is moving to the timecode value as we navigate keyframes. With the playhead on a keyframe, the yellow diamond informs us that the volume parameter has a keyframe at this moment in time. Click the yellow diamond to remove the keyframe. When the diamond is not yellow, click it to add a keyframe and set a value. Remember, the position of the playhead determines the moment in time the keyframe is added. Another tip, if a parameter has at least one keyframe, you don't need to click the Add Keyframe button. Simply make an adjustment and notice the next keyframe is added automatically. To summarize, in this example, we added keyframes to and changed the level of the volume parameter. Keyframes can be added on the timeline or in the inspector. So, what else can you use keyframes for? Well, a lot. One place to discover the parameters that use keyframes is the inspector. Take note of all the parameters that include the Add Keyframe button. This clip looks okay, but after a few seconds, I'd like to increase the scale and change the position to create a zoom in on the helicopter. Before making any adjustments, verify the playhead is in the correct spot. The first few seconds are okay. At this moment, the zoom in should begin. With the playhead at the start, click next to the Scale All parameter to add a keyframe. Also add a keyframe to the Position parameter. Don't make an adjustment yet. Remember what these keyframes are doing. They tell Final Cut at this moment in time, the position should be 0, 0, and scale should be at 100%. Those values should remain that way up to and including this keyframe. So that means we need to add a second keyframe. Move the playhead and, because we already added the first keyframe, make the adjustment. The second keyframe is added automatically. That's it. We now have a zoom in on the helicopter. We can stay zoomed in for a few seconds, then we want to zoom out. Move the playhead to the moment the zoom should start. Click Add Keyframe. Don't make any changes. Remember, we want to stay zoomed in until this keyframe. Move the playhead and return the position to 0, 0 and scale to 100%. We now have a zoom in, hold, and zoom out. Earlier, we moved the audio level keyframes. Use the video and audio animation editors to adjust other keyframes in time. Right-click the clip and select Show Video Animation. When the view is set to all, the position and scale parameters are grouped. Click Click and drag the keyframes left or right to reposition. For quicker animations, move the keyframes closer together. When they are further apart, the changes take longer, which creates a slower animation. In addition to the timeline and inspector, use other tools to create keyframes. With the transform tool active, notice the add and navigate keyframe buttons. Always remember that keyframes are added at a specific moment in time. Verify the time, click add keyframe, move the playhead, click add keyframe, and adjust. Repeat the steps until the animation is complete. Use the inspector to fine-tune keyframe values. Adjust the timing of keyframes in the timeline with the video or audio animation editors. Grow your editing skills by using the inspector to discover which parameters allow keyframes and use auditions to create multiple versions of a clip to experiment. Did this help you? Let me know in the comments.